The numbers look so good. I wanted to review some of the races that we had been watching. John Browning doesn't look like he won his race, unfortunately. Amy Hilton did. And the conservative, a real conservative, someone who's not afraid to come on my show, you've got Peter Flores, who is a Republican in name only, even though he's the treasurer of the Rockwall County Republican Party. This is a guy who doesn't even return the call of the national delegate, Trump delegate, me, because he's too afraid to be on my show and answer questions that I gave to him in advance. Amy Hilton ran an amazing race. Amy Hilton, a Republican, by the way, a true Republican, a true conservative, and she won big. He wants to get into the city to get into the water business, but Keith Short does too. So I don't know why you went away from Val Bodart, other than the fact that Keith Short has all the Sonoma Verde folks in his back pocket who do anything for him, and I think it's hilarious. Those of you from Sonoma Verde, those of you who are liberals in Sonoma Verde who voted for Keith Short to keep him in office, don't ever come to me and say, hey, we don't like our higher taxes. We don't like how expensive water is. You were warned. You were told. But you weren't listening. Hopefully Brian Davis will be the sole conservative voice of reason on the council. And I do hope that he can influence the council and demand that decisions be made out in the open. Some other races that I think were interesting, one of them was the fate races. The propositions in fate, they had a proposition that narrowly won, and it was for building parks and trails through the city of Fate. And it makes sense because, Fate is one of those cities that it's kind of, they build these massive housing developments that have all of these amenities, and so it didn't make a lot of sense to me, but of course I don't live in Fate, why you would want to build city parks and trails when most of the people who live in Fate live in these massive developments that already have all these amenities. But that's why I think it was so close, honestly. And frankly, you basically just voted yourself a tax rate increase, which that is how taxes should be raised, by the vote of the people and not through an elected body who just goes after more money, like the city of McLennan Chisholm does and will continue to do. So those are some of the races that I thought were important to highlight, and so that's it for tonight. I'm not going to stay on all night, because I think what's more important right now is to watch the presidential returns that you can watch on Fox News yourself, and the races that matter to you most, I'm sure you'll be able to find. But those are the key races in the Rockwall County area that I wanted to highlight. I hate the fact that John Browning is not going to stay on the bench. That is a huge disappointment, and I'm really sorry about that. I would like to see if I can get Congressman-elect Fallon back on before we go, and so he's right in front of me. So I will try and grab him before we go and before we get kicked off the internet again, because the internet is bad again. But one thing I do want to do is I'm trying to get the attention of a guy who has one of Fallon's old shirts. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get his attention. Let me see if I want to see if I can. Can I get you to come over here? And I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Okay. So this is. Now tell me your name.
Tim Nelson.
Tim what?
Yeah, Tim Nelson.
And are you a member of council?
I am.
In
I am
Frisco?
in Frisco, Texas.
You're in Frisco, Texas.
Absolutely.
Well, you have somewhat of a rarity.
I do. It's a little bit of a retro.
Yes. So this is the camera right here. So show what you've got. This is.
So right here we have the Pat Fallon for Frisco City Council, and of course the back. Right, is the get out the vote part, right?
The get out the vote part.
2009.
2009. That was when Pat Fallon was running for city council. He told me that most of the members of council spent $8,000-$10,000.
Oh yeah, and he quintupled that, I think.
He spent 50. 60.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is a Bronze Star. You've got 2 Bronze Stars.
I do, but more importantly, I have a retro Pat Fallon 2009 shirt. It's really where the quality lies.
No, I'm serious. I think that. Thank you for your service. And
you're worth it.
How
Absolutely.
On earth?
Absolutely.
When did you receive those?
I received my first during what you can. And so, no, I appreciate guys like Pat, and we have obviously other elected officials here running, and just all kinds of great stuff. I drove up from Frisco to just pay homage, if you will, to my old colleague who's been doing such great things. And I'll tell you something, wearing this shirt, funny story. In 2009, actually it's December 2008. He came to my house. I had run for city council in 2008. That's where we met on the campaign trail.
Okay.
He wasn't running. He was helping another candidate at the time. We met. We were in 2 different tents. He was supporting a guy that was running in another race, but we met, became good friends. And he came to my house after that election cycle in December 2008. He said, "Tim, just wanted to know, just was curious if you're running in 2009. He's like, just want to be real clear. I'm running in 2009. That's Pat talking. I'm running in 2009, but I don't want to run against you. I would love for both of us to potentially run, but I just want to know what's going on. And he's just that kind of guy. He's going to share his intention.
Yep.
He's going to be honorable. He's going to work his butt off, and he's going to make great things happen. This is no surprise to anyone that's known Pat for any length of time. I've been blessed to know him 12 years. I wish I saw him more, but again, he's doing honorable work that needs to be done. And so I see him a few times a year, and he's a good friend, and all I can say is congratulations. And we obviously have a lot of elections to watch today.
We do. What are you thinking about the Trump election?
I think we're going to have to probably sleep on it. I mean, I think we all know what we want to have happen, but with all the ballots and all the craziness happening all these days, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? I think he'll work out favorably. But, you watch the results, who knows?
Yeah.
So I don't get wrapped up into it. It's more entertainment right now.
It is, isn't
right?
it?
It's more entertainment.
It's like a horse race.
But I think it starts getting real tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Pleasure,
it's such an honor to meet you.
Pleasure chatting with you. Thanks for showing off the shirt. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Go Pat.
That's gold. I mean, that'll be worth something someday. I mean, something. Yes.
Appreciation.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, I mean, this is the kind of people that Pat Fallon gets to know and hangs around. And okay, I'm serious. I've met 2 Medal of Honor winners in my life, and this was actually the 3rd time I've met a Medal of Honor. Bronze Star recipients. Bronze Star is a to get a Bronze Star is crazy. What kind of heroism you have to display. And for this guy to have received 2 Medal of Honor, I have met a Medal of Honor winner, but that's even more harrowing to meet one of those guys. But Bronze Star member, man, that's a great way to end the night. I think. I don't think I'm going to get Pat back. He is, and I wanted to say that Trace Johannesson and Casey Campbell, both of the guys who ran for this seat and asked the precinct chairs to choose them instead of Pat. Those 2 guys are here tonight and to show their support. I did post Pat's acceptance speech and his victory speech, and so if you haven't seen that, you'll see and you'll hear him thank the important people like the guys that ran against him, and they've remained friends and have built some good working relationships. And I know that they are going to be right behind our congressman-elect for a long time. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to seeing him get sworn in. That'll be a great day for sure. But I think I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him or not, but I think he's said enough, frankly. So I'm not going to belabor this point. I'm going to let you go to bed. I'm going to bed, and I hope that you have a very blessed evening. I think we're going to be very surprised. Those of you who thought that maybe Biden might win, I think this is going to be a Trump night. So I appreciate you hanging in with me. I'm not gonna do this all night, so I'm going to bed. I want you to go to bed after you get a chance. I'm actually not going to go to bed. I'm going to stay up and watch the return, just probably like most of you. But as far as our local races, that's the long and short of it. Great job, Amy Hilton. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. What a great candidate she was, and I'm so glad. And for Mr. Gober too, he ran a good race as well, and I appreciate the two of them being on my show, and along with the other candidates who have been on my show. John Browning, we got to find a seat for him, and I think the state Supreme Court is the best place to go for that. So I think John Browning's next stop should be the state Supreme Court. What do you think? Let's get rid of all. Let's ignore these Democrat-held districts and let's go for gold. So John, if you're watching, or if you watch this later, think about that. You need to be on the state Supreme Court. Well, that's it for me. You have a great night. God bless you, and God bless America. God bless Donald J. Trump. We'll see you next time.